Hey guys, this is Little Whiskey, and I'm bringing you a breakdown of the Alpha 16 patch notes and cutting straight through the BS and to the stuff you really need to know. Alright, first of all, distant locations. You can now see buildings really far away. That helps with scouting and getting on top of things. You don't just see the roads, it's not flat anymore. You can actually just see the buildings from far away, chunks of them, if they're over a certain weight. There's a bunch of new POIs and new ones called mega locations. These are called, they're calling them vertical dungeons. Next thing is zombies are going to start spawning in their appropriate zones. And so all that really means is the mechanics are going to spawn in the right areas, businessmen in the different areas. There's going to be sleepers and decoy sleepers. So you're not going to know whether or not they're awake or not until you hit them. Screamer hordes, they are now dynamic. So basically, they get stronger as the game progresses, and they're pretty weak early on, I guess. Now, there's going to be game stage improvements. Basically, 7-day hordes use a larger pool of zombie types, 15 at game stage 435. The people owning the servers have a little bit more control. Now they're adding electricity, the wire tool, generator bank, solar bank, battery bank, electric wire relay, switch, pressure plate, motion sensor, tripwire post, electric timer relay, blade trap, electric fence post, dart trap, auto turret, shotgun turret, speaker, lights, and spotlight. This sounds pretty good. Along with it, they're also going to be increasing the size of the land claim blocks so that you have a bigger control over the area that your electricity will work inside of. Just new POIs, better hub generation, better terrain generation, gravel paths, world previewer. I mean, none of this stuff is really all that important. You'll notice it in the world. Um, Biomes are a little better. There's some important things here. One, stone in the topsoil plain biomes has been replaced by gravel. You can now find small patches of fertilized soil in the burnt forest biome. So that's important. You can also harvest coal from ember piles in the burnt trees. That was the same as before. I don't even know why they put that in there. Um, but the other important thing, gravel spots and biomes are more reliable and will drop 1 unit of ore they are leading to. So that's really important for you miners who want to find the right types of ore. Businessman zombie, disturbed tourist, whatever. Feral zombies are basically zombies that always run with glowing eyes. Damage sponge, radiated zombies, they're basically healing damage sponges. They heal themselves, so you got to put them down quick. I was kind of hoping for that big brute. Maybe they put it in. It's just a secret or something. Reworked enemies, just whatever. Better zombies. Now the animals. This is a huge change. Zombie bears and grizzly bears look different. Now they've added wolves and dire wolves and zombie vultures, which replace the bees. The rattlesnakes, I mean, this is going to completely, I think, change the game. It's going to make it much more difficult, but in a good way, I believe. Painting, you basically just kind of have to find magazines that give you different colors and textures, and you'll get paint tools and stuff like that. It's pretty neat. Um, Here in the experience part, there's a lot of stuff, but the important parts are that armor crafting skills merged into one skill. Okay, so duct tape, leather, and iron, if that's in the recipe, it's for armor. So things like bandanas or miscellaneous crafting, but armor skills are now one thing, which I don't know if I like that, but I guess it kind of simplifies stuff a little bit. Um, the other thing is master weaponsmiths can now craft machetes, which before you had to find them, so that's awesome. That definitely gives you a reason to try to get a master weaponsmith. Um, You can craft, scrap, and repair leather without buying a leather tanning perk, so that's good. So you can actually um, pick things up and repair them, like those coats and things like that. Um, and this one, the secret stash perk, is now the only way to see the highest trader stash level, so that's also important. Just new recipes. The important ones I'd say is the Molotov cocktail. That's really going to change the game. The other stuff is just more building things. Bulletproof glass. I guess that's pretty cool. Can only be repaired by a completely new block. Compound bow. This is important about the compound bow. You cannot make it. You have to find it in loot. So that's one important thing about that. New block rotations. If you watch Joel's video, you can see him being able to lay down blocks like all in one row. It remembers what direction they're facing. It's just an improvement on building. Land claim blocks are bigger now for the electricity. And new sights for aiming weapons. The mini bike, I guess it's not supposed to fall through the earth anymore. Well, we'll see about that. And that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching, and that is Alpha 16 in a nutshell.